Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play World of Tanks. I know it's been quite a while. I've been crazy busy trying to get that test server patch update review thing out, and I know I skipped a tank in it, but that's because I had mistakenly assumed that the 3002D was the same thing as the 3002DB, but hey, it's a tier 6. It plays like any other, or is it 6 or a 7, and it plays just like any of the others. So from what I understood, it played exactly like the 3001P. So it wasn't, I guess I missed out, but whoops, what can I say? That was a week-long adventure of trying to get things to work, and so it was a nightmare to get on the servers to begin with, and then actually record decent games, especially in the low-tier things. Just took forever, and then on the high tier everyone was slinging gold, so even getting decent games was rough, and it was a complicated mess. But needless to say, I got it done to the point which I was happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and were able to, pick up some things, learn some stuff, and just otherwise, kind of get a good feeling for what's going on coming up, and also have an idea as to what my thoughts are on some of the tanks. Basically, I thought that the tier 10s were alright. Again, they're more or less, what do you want to say as I'm knocking my keys around? They're more or less a quick response sort of tank. I wouldn't necessarily say that they fit in the typical German motif of tanks that we typically see. But, yeah, I mean, if the speediness and everything suits your fancy, then by all means, I definitely say they're great tanks because they're very stable firing platforms, and the guns are pretty much middle of the road, solid. Can't argue with them or against them. They're just decent. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them at all. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I just would prefer a little bit more armor when it comes to my German tanks, but otherwise they're not bad at all. And then, of course, I really found a fancy with that Indian Panzer. That thing is just awesome. And in addition, it reminds me a lot of the Luva, which I absolutely love and adore. But, so, I'll probably make my way up them anyway. Next thing on tap is, well, I'll get to what's on tap in a bit. But yeah, so I mean, that's what's going on. I've been busy with that, and then of course my birthday is actually coming up. I'll be 28. That's coming up in about, if I put this thing out tomorrow, which is the 12th, and it should be 11 days until my birthday. My birthday's on the 23rd, if anyone actually cared to know what actual day it is of April. So yeah, so I have that coming up. I have no idea what's going on or what I'm going to do for it. All I know is I have work on my birthday, because I work a typical 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 job, so it's not like I'm going to be off doing anything fun for it, or out adventuring, or, nothing too entertaining. Anywho, but yeah, so, story of getting old and working a full-time job, what can I say? Welcome to the world of reality. It's, I don't know, it pays the bills, and paying the bills helps produce this. But, enough reality, on with the tanks. So anyway, enough of me. World of Tanks, conveniently, has their 2-year anniversary, so their birthday, well, it's their anniversary of going live as opposed to opening up beta or getting closed beta or anything like that, so we'll go ahead and say it's their 2-year birthday. So their second birthday's coming up this weekend. As I'm probably posting this, it'll be up on the same day that their activities are going on. First and foremost, on Friday, probably by the time you're all seeing this, they're going to be doing a live stream event, and that'll be running from, 7 a.m. till, I believe, for 12 hours, could be a little longer, until live stream starts at 7 a.m., ends at 19, so that would be, 7 p.m., and that's all Pacific time. That'll be 10 a.m. Eastern American Daylight Time until 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, so I might tune in a little bit for it. There's a few different highlights. They'll be doing some crazy stuff. They're doing a birthday celebration with cakes and singing. You've got to be kidding me. That's awesome. And they have stuff they're giving away. They're doing the standard major rampages companies at night. And of course then Pico and the Chieftain are going to come together to do some stuff. And of course you can win some pretty sweet stuff from Mad Catz and Logitech from them. And there's a good chance you can win an NVIDIA graphics card, which is pretty freaking sweet. So yeah, tune in all throughout that if you can. I'm going to try and tune in here and there where I can. Maybe I can stream it on my phone while I'm at work. I might be able to do that. Something cool is that they're going to do a community staff platoons with high-profile members of the community. Obviously, I'm not high-profile enough, and they're probably doing it with, like, the huge clan leaders, so I'd imagine like Havoc and all them people, and of course any of the huge people on the forum. You'll probably see them included. So be sure to get that checked out and say hi to all of them. And of course, you know, just the live stream in general sounds pretty sweet. They have a whole schedule of things going up on their main website. Yeah, I mean, the birthday cake one definitely jumped out at me as to interesting things that they're doing and definitely raised an eyebrow. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, as my phone, I'm looking at my phone here while I have this replay going on in the background. They have their the gift shop bundles and a crazy weekend of a ton of different crap. So that weekend's probably going to start before this actually comes out, and same with the bundles. So I'd highly recommend picking them up the moment you hear from me or hear about them on this. So anyways, this battle concludes. I'll actually step into the other stuff in the next part of the video. So we'll go ahead and take a peek at the report from this battle before we do that. Alright, so now we can take a look at these stats here, and all I can say is, what? Master, yeah. So I only got 1 kill, but I got Sniper, I got Master, and I did a crap ton of damage, actually. All my hits were 35 out of 38, that's not bad at all. Getting 3,000 experience. As you can see, this is just a standard double, and this was actually played a little bit ago, but I'm finally getting to it. I actually ended up wrapping up all my British lights, or, well, I guess they're lights, but British tier 4s, and I'm moving on to the tier 5s whenever I can afford to. But anyways, so yeah, I got a mastery in this tank. I'm pretty happy with that. I actually love this thing. It's a great tier 4. I've actually been playing the Alecto recently, and that thing's an amazing tier 4, so I can't seem to find any faults with them. I'm actually having a great time with all of them. So I'll take Ace Tanker with this. Of course, Sharpshooter and Sniper. If you get Sniper, you're typically going to get Sharpshooter. That's just the way it works. So we look at the team score there. Right up on top, max experience, max damage. Look at that, 1355. That is awesome. I outdamaged the tier 6. What about that? And he's actually a good tier 6. That 85 can do a ton of damage. But yeah, I mean, the little tier 4 in this big old match, I was able to do some stuff. Of course, I didn't really do a whole heck of a lot in the way of killing, but, you know, hey, I damaged quite a bit of people. I really was a pester to everybody, and I spotted quite a few people, which was another thing of importance. So we look at the detailed report there. You can see a little bit of a spotting damage. Potential damage received was well more than what this tank actually could deal with, 600 something. So, I mean, it's only 400 some odd hit points, so this thing would have been crushed if it wasn't for a little bit of luck there. But otherwise, damage-wise, 1355, of course, as I said already. 21 penetrations out of those 35 hits, so not a bad rate of damage. Just a couple of bounces here and there. And of course, just a wee bit of damage upon detection, but a lot of it was me actually... Where was it? Is there actually showing me the spotting? No, I don't see it. Anywho, base cap, of course, works out well. And yeah, I mean, it was just a good game from all the experience and everything else. And of course, being the little pain in the butt I was as a tier 4, a fast pain in the butt, I should say, because no one could really catch me. So I'm not going to argue with it. Pretty fun tank. I certainly enjoyed it. And of course, it's always going to have a special place in my heart, even though it's probably getting sold off. So let's go ahead and move on to another video here, and I will go from there. Alright, so running the Matilda, which is actually, it's an interesting tank. It's a crazy armor on it, so if you're like the top tier 4, or there's not too many tier 4s, you're going to do awesome. If there's a Hetzer, though, you're going to be in trouble. But otherwise, the Matilda's a great little tank. It has, if you know how to aim at this tank, I mean, you got to use the one rapid fire gun on it, and you really got to be careful if you go against certain targets, because you got to aim perfectly to get right through people. You don't want to, you know, stick flat. You kind of want to angle yourself just a bit, give yourself that little bit of extra armor. And of course, I got spun around there. But needless to say, if you if played right, this tank is insane, and it is just great. It has incredible fire rate, incredible accuracy, and just the armor on it's impossible to get through. I believe this is firing at, what, 2.5, maybe 3 seconds? The pin on it isn't that great, though, so again, that does require you to kind of aim, especially at close range. Obviously, at this range, you don't have much of an option here. You just kind of fire and hope that you hit. I think its effectiveness drops out pretty quickly in terms of what it can hit, where it can hit, and so on and so forth. But, I mean, it's just a great little heavy in the low-tier side of things. But anyway, as we're continuing on, the gift shop bundles for the 2-year anniversary include a KV5 bundle, a Type 64 bundle, or Type 62 rather. There's no Type 59, which I'm surprised about, but then again, I've also read a lot saying that they're not going to bring it back except for like super rare occasions. So you're talking even beyond the 2-year anniversary, so the 59 really has to be reserved for those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, and also, of course, those whole rollout things that they do where if you do the best out of everybody who has played that tank in that time frame, you get awarded it. But anyway, the KV5 bundle is $45 for, well, $44.50, but $45 I guess you could say American, and that's comes with the KV5 and 2,500 gold, not to mention 10 large repair kits and 5 first aid kits. And that's a great deal. I think that was probably the best deal that they're offering. I don't know the actual money-wise, I haven't done the math on it, but I mean, that the KV5 is a great moneymaker. It's a great tank because it actually sees modified matchmaking. It will only see tier 9s in terms of its matchmaking, rarely at that. I think it actually is weighted to mostly see 8s. I mean, it is still possible, anything's possible, but I believe I'm correct in saying that that's how it actually is, that it sees tier 9 matchmaking with tier 8s being heavily weighted. Again, I could be wrong on that one, I don't have the figures in front of me, but needless to say, that KV5 bundle is one of the better ones. The KV5 is a very rapid fire rate cannon. The penetration's a little lacking, it does require you to aim a lot, and of course you have that glaring R2-D2 weak point on it, but I mean, I've found that I've been super effective with it. You just really got to be fast with it and maneuver properly and know what to do and where to go. Now going on from there, the Type 62 is the Chinese. It's like a high tier scout slash anti-scout. I really haven't played it much. It used to be like in line and is either a 5 or a 6, and it got moved around, and it comes with for $43.79, so like $44. You're getting the T62, you get the garage for it, obviously. You get 2,500 gold, same with the KV5. Getting 30 days premium. Okay, so that's actually not a bad deal. So you're getting, which is, I believe, a $15, $10 or $15 deal right there. So knock that off. You're talking $30 for the tank and the gold looks like that's about, I'd say all in all it's not bad. But anyways, so you also get 10 large repair kits and 5 large first aid kits with it. So not a bad deal if you like the high tier lights. I personally don't, but I mean that's up to you if you do. And being a Chinese tank, it kind of fits right in with some of the others. You can sit there and throw some of the crews in there that you would normally be seeing in the WZ series. I believe it's the not 132s, the 131s, those sorts of tanks, the light ones, or are they mediums? I don't remember now. I haven't really gone up that tree far enough. I'm still in the Type 34, but I mean it's an option. It's not too bad. I don't think it's by any means any of the highest credit makers. The highest credit makers easily between the JT88 and then beyond that, after that, I don't know. It really comes down to personal opinion, but they're all very tight. Easily the JT88's the best though. Oh man, I didn't even get through all the bundles. Holy crap, and we're done with this match already. So we'll go ahead and skip into the review of this video, and I'll finish off the bundles and then quickly touch upon the other stuff. Oh, that little Matilda is a little sneaky tank. That thing can take so much punishment and also dish out quite a bit of firepower. As you can see there, nice little top gun, killing everything I hit except for one guy, that little Luke's, who got away from me. Nothing I could do about him because he was way outside the range of my effectiveness. There was no way I was going to hit him. Ended up getting first class though. Not too bad, and of course grabbing Master Gunner. So, I mean, what is that, 2,100 experience and then 20,000 credits is not bad for a tier 4, especially when doubled. I didn't get sniper, even though I hit 18 out of 23, but yeah, what can you do? Other people probably hit more, and in addition, there was that, crazy long-range shot that there was no way I was going to hit when I was trying to shoot at that Luke's. That thing was just way outside the effective range. This thing's a pretty good up-close tank because of the armor, but it takes so long to get there, and it's also just not very stable of a, well, not very stable. It's very armored, but not very well suited for long-range engagements because it doesn't have the accuracy to support it. But, I mean, up close when you're in the face of somebody else, good luck. You're going to win almost every time, except a Hetzer, because, well, a Hetzer's going to Hetz. Moving on to the team score here, we can see I topped the charts again in this one. It's kind of structured that way on purpose. But anyway, the Hetzer did fantastic right below me. And of course, my teammate, or my two platoon mates, of course, pulling up right behind us. So top 3 is not bad at all. We did pretty well, I must say. I certainly, I do like the Matilda. I like all the British tier 4s. They're all pretty cool, except the one. There's one I don't really like too much that has the 75mm. Yeah, that one. Don't like it so much. But the 2 I showed here, very good. And we move into the detailed report. You see that, 17 out of the 18 hits actually did penetrate, which is great. Only 700 damage, or 750 damage, not too bad. Of course, getting 6 kills out of it is not a bad little efficiency. I mean, that's what, 120 damage 117 damage a tank, give or take, of course. So it's not like, overall, I did pretty well with it. Potential damage received, 840. So again, taking a bunch of punishment, only 7 shots, of course. Or not 7 shots. No, it doesn't even say that. Damage done upon detection is 39. Man, I thought it used to say how many hits you took. Yeah, hits received, 12. So would have gotten steel wall had I actually gotten hit for just a little bit more damage. If I only had received another 150, would have cleared steel wall as well. Overall, great tank. I absolutely do love this thing. It's great if it's placed at the high tier. If it actually is at the bottom of the group, it's going to be terrible. And that's going to become a quick trend of the British. As if it's on the high top of the list, you're going to do great. If it's at the bottom, good luck. Anyway, let's go ahead and move into another game here, and hopefully I can get through all the World of Tanks 2nd anniversary stuff. Hey look, it's my Ferdy! I mean, I absolutely love the Ferdy, especially with the gigantic cannon that it gets. It's an insane little tank. Of course, 2 people were able to recognize me. I didn't get to see who they were. There's one guy there, and there was another guy, again, who said something. I don't remember who, though. But anyway, I'm running with some teammates again. Of course, good. It's always fun to run with platoon mates. I don't like to run alone very often at all. And I have a decent enough amount of people that's always on TeamSpeak. I can grab somebody. But yeah, I mean, the Ferdinand, when it's top tier like this, it's just going to house people. It isn't as big or deadly as... What is the other thing called? The other thing. The ISU 152, because the ISU doesn't have the armor. It does have the speed and the gigantic cannon on it, but the gigantic cannon is more or less either A, you troll people, or B, it trolls you. There is no in between. This gun, very consistent. You can't guarantee it's going to pin, but when it pins, it's going to hurt. Usually, it is a very high average, and I usually see the very low end of that average more often than not, and I don't know why. It just happens to be that way. But it is what it is, and I do end up enjoying this tank quite a lot, if nothing else because its armor is fantastic. If you angle it just right, you're going to bounce a lot of shells, and then you can quickly spin back and start firing and re-angle again. It's not a bad rate of fire either. It'll penetrate and damage most things. Very hefty. As you can see there, rolling the high end of the average for once. But anyway, we'll go on with the deals here. The birthday bundle 1 and 2 are basically $30 and $60 for gold and credits. They're not bad, but I mean, you're not really getting any savings as much as you think you would, because the credit price is basically the same as if you were to buy the gold and convert it to credits. So it's no real savings. Yeah, if you need credits, go ahead, but I mean, you're better off buying a tier 8 and grinding a tier 8 premium and then grinding the living daylights out of it, as opposed to paying the prices for this. So, it's nothing spectacular. I mean, it'd be nice if they offered a discount on those packages, so you're paying for gold and then a discount on the credits, because, I mean, that's kind of what they did the last time they offered a credit package. This time, not so good, but it is what it is. Now, the year and half-year premium packages, they're about 15% off as to what you'd expect from seeing them normally within the game. And then, of course, you get down to the 2 bundles. The bundles are actually not too bad. You get a Super Pershing and an IS-6 for a pretty decent price. They're about 15% off as for what you'd spend on the gold for them. I mean, I'm probably going to end up picking up both of them, just because they're A, on sale, and B, I can never get enough of the tier 8 premiums, and I just like to try them all. And then, of course, I'll probably be playing them and showing them to you as well. And maybe once I get them all purchased, like everything from the tier 8s, except the FCM, to hell with that tank, I'll probably end up doing a little bit of another review of them all, see what I think of them all, not do the extensive, 20, 30 game test series that I did to see which tank earned the most credits and so on and so forth. I'll probably just, round robin them and see which ones I like the most. Man, if you hit that Ferdinand right, I did a crap ton of damage. Anyway, so yeah, those sales are going on now. I'm probably going to pick up that IS-6 and that Super Pershing. Definitely on my to-do list because, well, quite honestly, I think they're pretty sweet tanks. And of course, now we're going to go ahead and look at some of the things that are coming out for the actual weekend anniversary sale thing going on. 5 times experience throughout the weekend, which means I'm not playing because, well, 5 times is great. Good luck. It's going to be tough to actually pull a win because a lot of people are going to be on. I actually have stuff going on this weekend, so sadly I'm actually going to miss out on the 5 times experience. I'm going to make up any excuse I can to sell it to myself that, hey, you're not missing out, but I have more important things going on this weekend, sadly. So I'm going to miss out on, or not sadly, but more important things that are pertinent to me. So I'm going to be missing out on the weekend specials. But otherwise, I'd be more than happy to join in on them, but not going to happen. Anyway, 50% discount on equipment, so that's pretty cool. I might actually have to pick up some equipment because I need some for some tanks. And of course, 50% gold discount on crew training, so that's awesome if you want to retrain in your crews to 100%. Well, also, and credit. So if you want to retrain anybody, now's the time to do it. So you better believe I'm going to be spending a ton of cash between everything I want to do. And of course, discounts on premiums for the 3, 7 day, the half year, and the full year. Then there's a 30% discount on, and a 30% increase on credits on pretty much every tier 8 in the game. So if you need to buy a tier 8, this is the weekend to do it. And you better believe I'm going to stock up on quite a few. Looks like I'm going to get the T28, I'm going to get the SU-101, going to probably grab the AMX AC MLE if I have that one unlocked. I don't remember. I don't think so. I'm going to probably end up picking up the, I don't have the T71, so that one's not it. Not the Centurion. The Panther 2 I'll probably end up grabbing. Already got the KV4. I already have everything else. So yeah, that's probably, and the Lorraine 155-50. So I think I have that one accessed, or do I have the 150? I'd have to look. But of course, Artie is tier 6 Artie. So no, I do not believe I have the tier 6 Artie unlocked. So that actually makes it nice and easy. I'm only going to pick up 1 or 2 tanks as opposed to the 4 to 8 I thought I was going to grab. That certainly helps. And of course, there's gold discounts on basically all the tier 8 premiums. The Super Pershing, the 34, the IS-6, the FCM, the JT-88, and the Luva. Those come at a 50% discount. So I'll probably end up trying to pick up the JT-88 as well. And of course, there's a 100% increase in credits for pretty much, it looks like, any tier 5. So expect to see a lot of derp cannons coming out of stuff like the Sherman or the Panzer IV. Man, if I were you, I'd run the just nothing but gold ammunition and derp cannon, the living daylights out of the PC4 or the Sherman. Those would be great. You're not going to make much, but you're not going to lose much. Oh man, the game's going to end before you can do anything else. And of course, 50% credit increase per battle for the following vehicles, and they're all the 5 scouts and the 5 Arties. Whew! There we go. Made it through all of them. That's of course through this weekend. So there we. I dropped my phone. So there we go. Ah man. All right, let's go and look at the recaps of this, and I think that might wrap it up. Wow, do I feel like I blabbed a lot about the weekend specials that are coming up for World of Tanks? And I mean, sounds like I was sale pitching it. Not my intention at all. Just want to basically show you guys that I'm going to be buying a crap ton of tier 8s. So I'm going to have a lot of new stuff to show you all in the very soon future here, especially on top of the already crap ton of tier 8s I'm working with now that I still need to record. Anyway, let's get to this thing here. We got a victory. We got steel wall because I can bounce like a crazy person in this tank. Well, because it's a Ferdinand and that's what it does. And I also got sniper because I'm one of the more, I'm a very aggressive player, but I always take my time and aim my shots. So it's kind of like I do the, a worst of both worlds that you could put together. If I'm going to be stupid aggressive like I am, I need to just fire from the hip every time instead of move up, get up close, wait and aim, and then shoot. No, I need to be either sitting in the mid section or going from the going up or something. If I'm going to be going for sniper and aiming my shots, I need to also be sitting kind of in the mid or in the backfield. I don't want to be sitting right up in the front lines taking my time and aiming in. I need to leave that for snapshotting. And so with that said, steel wall, I shouldn't be sitting there snapshotting. If I'm going to if I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna, you know, take a great tank and I'm gonna be stupid aggressive with it and know how to angle it and everything else, I need to, you know, snapshot right away. Every time I see something, go after it, go after it. So 13 out of 13, hitting and killing 5 guys, but hitting an additional, what is that, 1, 2, 3 guys on top of it, so not too bad. I'm spotting one dude, the poor little grill. But overall, fantastic little game there. 3,500 experience and 56,000 credits. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. Certainly did pretty good. Going into, oh man, I gotta scroll all the way over to it. There we go. Looking at the team score here, 4,000 damage. That's a ton and a lot of experience there. As you can see, 1144 just undoubled and 5 kills. So, not a bad little match at all for this thing. I think that Ferdinand's easily becoming one of my more favorite tier 8 TDs simply because of its insane armor and accuracy. I'll have to see how that compares to the, what is it, the T28 when I pick that up this weekend, because that thing is also pretty freaking awesome. So, it does seem to be similar. I don't think it has the accuracy though. It does have a heavy hit though. So we'll have to check that out. And then finally, we're going to look at the, can I pull it up here? Yes, there we go, the detailed reports. So looking at that, we see I did 4181 for damage. I received upwards of 3,000 damage, taking 11 hits there. And I penetrated almost all, just one didn't penetrate. And of course, I did about 300 spotting damage. Overall, not too shabby at all. Again, a great little tank. I mean, I recommend the Ferdinand because it can take quite a bit of abuse. That's the main thing, is being risky like I do. I need a tank that can actually take the abuse that I'm willing to subject it to. If I were to do that with an ISU, I would have been torn apart. So having a tank, also matching the tanks to the playstyle helps a lot. Like, I can run up in an E50 because it has the armor and be crazy aggressive because it'll bounce stuff, as opposed to, you know, running up like a British tier 9 because that thing will get torn apart. Well, will they? I don't know. But you know what I mean. I need to bring something. If I'm going to be aggressive, I need to play an aggressive tank that has the armor to sustain the hits, or the health to sustain the hits, and a gun to help me with that, rather than bring up a tank that doesn't have much armor but has a more accurate sniper rifle sort of gun. So, need to rebalance myself there and that sort of stuff. Anyway, yeah, since I feel like I blabbed about nothing but the stupid sales for this thing, I'm going to go ahead and probably, go ahead and record another video tonight when I get back. Why not? Just so I can slap it on the end of this one. So it'll be a long video, but at least you guys will get something out of it. Alrighty, so I'll resume. Well, for you guys it'll be instantaneous, but for me, I'll resume in just a minute here.
I can't remember, Jagdpanzer or something like that.
Oh, the JP4?
Yeah.
JP4 is alright. The Jagdpanther is actually fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it. The just got the Crusader. I'm on my way to the Cromwell.
I've expanded. I'm on the tier 5 Brits myself, so it's as far as I made it.
And then I've got the Grill working on the Hummel. I got the T50 working on the T52. The KV1 working on the, well, I haven't decided.
I was gonna say, you take your pick.
Or
1S is awesome. It is one of the best tier 6s in the game, but in terms of the late tiers, I prefer the IS... Well, I don't really prefer any of the Soviets at the end. I mean, the IS-7's a go-to, but the T-62A is a good one. But that's a medium line.
T-62A is real popular.
Yep.
It's the preferred medium other than that chat.
Yep. So, I mean, if you were to go up one, I'd actually recommend the IS line over the...
Okay.
Over the KV line. But that's just me.
Yep. And then I've got the Churchill 1. That was just because I've got the Churchill list from Flames of War.
Yeah.
Churchill Tank Squadron.
Nice. Yeah. No, I mean, it's...
Play them.
Churchills
That's
are just
nice
kind of up and down as to what works for you. They're all pretty... Well, what is that? That's mid-war, or is that late war that you're...
Late war. Confident trained. They're all Churchill 7s and 4s, 5s. I took, went down to Templecon with them. They're an awesome little,
If played right, yeah. Trick is playing them right. I don't want to go out this way. Bounce.
Well, don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to retreat.
Front armor 13.
Nothing
And then
my
you get
Ferdinand
the,
can't kill.
Then you get the,
I'm gonna need help over here. We got a 54, and I don't think our
Okay.
E50 and Pershing are gonna be able to. Our E50 should get it.
there we go. I just had to get that 234.
Yep, good job. Yeah, I don't want this our E50 taking too much damage here.
Oh shit, this KB4 just got me.
Back out if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have pretty good front armor. You should be able to take a ton of hits without it going through. You just need to.
That KB4 hit me once, 450.
He knows where to shoot. He will.
Alright, Tractor 54. This guy's right in the way.
Oh,
This Pershing is a move. He's right in the way of my shot. There we go. I was able to squeak it in.
I couldn't. There was there was you and 2 others that got in the way.
Yeah, he drove right in my way. Plus I was busy typing, but, you know. Still, he should not have moved there. Oh, hi,
The E50
E75.
jumped in my way too.
Man, I don't know if I can take this 75 on.
Am I in your way?
Nah. I bounced. There's no way I'm gonna fight him. Not at this range. I can't aim towards his weak spots. Just gonna cruise past.
He ducked behind some rocks.
Oh man, we've already crushed their backfield. All that's left is like the 75, the 4, and then a 95.
There's an IS-3 sitting over there too.
Yeah, it's true, but I think he's being overwhelmed at the moment.
Man, for a slow mover, you sure loop around me pretty quick.
Me? Well, it's
Yeah.
it's the fact I removed the speed governor, so I gained like an extra 100 horsepower. Rawr. Oh god, that 95 just crushed that dude. I don't know if I can do anything to him. Not from the front. Oh, I'm gonna take a massive hit here in a moment.
I can't touch him there.
Yup. Took that massive hit.
Turn him a bit.
Nice.
Oh,
T30's
That was
not coming
perfect.
around behind him.
I
Guess
tracked
what? So did I. Keep him tracked. Oh, I killed him. I didn't even think I was gonna be able to get to him. Nice. Good job, T30. Tag teamed. I didn't do squat, but you know what? I'll take it. Why not? Oh, I hit a few guys. Damn, that T30 did a ton of damage. Yeah, see what I mean? You did 600 damage because we won. If we lost, you would have been up to your 3,000 and 4,000 damage as usual. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, I'd do much anything.
That's how I find all my artillery is. If you win, you do nothing. If you lose, you do some crazy amount of damage you'll never be able to repeat.
Yep.
You're going where now?
A little woods clump, right?
Oh yeah, I know exactly where that is. Yeah, I'm going up the hill. I mean, I might as
There's
well.
no way I'm going up the hill.
I can probably one-shot anything that goes up there without using
I can
gold.
one-shot stuff too, but I can never get up the hill.
Oh, that thing doesn't have the horsepower?
This is the slowest thing ever.
Nice. It does have a Pack 40 on it though, so...
It's got a nasty gun.
Yeah, it's basically the old, yeah, what is that? Not Panzerjäger, but Martyr.
Or on a French chassis.
Yeah, but I mean it had the same equivalent for gun damage and gun pin.
I got the pom-pom gun.
I had much trouble even penning tier 5s without even using gold.
Pom-pom's not bad. The Bofors is much better though on the Covenator. I'd recommend that thing if you can.
Oh, I'll go back to it. Just loads slow and doesn't have the same aiming reticle.
It's much better from what I've found. Wow, that guy just got destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, not paying attention. I was thinking about going as this Stuart.
And they just parked right in front of me.
Nice.
I love when they do that. Thank you.
It's a sign of a good tank.
He wants to be your meat shield.
Killed him with toad if you get on my...
Oh, now the Covenanter didn't kill him. Go up to the B1.
Penetration. Target acquired.
Oh,
Got him.
Got him.
the Panzer III walked right in front of my shot. I thought for sure I got him.
That thing's out of my range. Oh, that T-57's getting crushed. Man, I love the Alecto. This thing's awesome. The British equivalent, of the,
Word immobilized.
of the Hetzer. Had to repair my tracks. I just slid right down the side of that hill. Oh man, watch out for the T-82. Also, that's a crap ton of artillery. Oh, I lost sight of everything.
That's
light
right.
up in a minute.
I'm about to let it all up.
Lost my shot. Aiming in. Going after the Panzer. Sturmpanzer, whatever.
Gotcha.
Going after
Oh, there's
the
a-
Penta 3. Man, I just love how the shell just drops on people's heads. Going after him again. Oh,
I
never
just
mind.
took him.
Nice.
I think I've lit everybody up.
Everything
That's
that's left
not
is
the
the
extent
Hetzer.
of my view range, though.
That was a good little match. Oh, the Hetzer's on the other side of the board.
I'm capping. I'm right here anyway, so I don't care. I'm
Alrighty.
not chasing that guy around.
Yeah, it'd be tough to get over to him.
Not gonna matter.
No, it's done anyways.
We have a lot of people over there. Nice one. Good game, guys.
And that's the first time I was this far forward and had artillery that could keep me alive.
Yeah, that was a quick one. And here I was hoping for a little bit longer of a game, but hey, you know. I'll
Master
take it.
gunner and sharpshooter. Sharpshooter with a pom-pom gun.
Nice. I got Master Gunner with a howitzer gun. Beat that. I was close to top. Nice.
The Covenanter doesn't get the,
The Bofer. The 40mm Bofer. Should be able to get it.
40mm pom-pom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll put that on here then.
Yeah, and if you guys excuse me for a second, I was recording this one, so I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.